A recent decision by the United States Supreme Court could impact pig farmers here in North Carolina. These new regulations go into effect July 1st, and some small farms are saying it could even put them out of business. 89% of pig farms in the state are family owned. WRAL's Shelley Jackson explains what's at issue here.
In the short term, the Supreme Court's decision could benefit the North Carolina consumer, but it could have lasting repercussions for the pork industry. Jan Archer has been farming pigs for 47 years. She houses 1,200 sows on her 160-acre farm in Wayne County.
I have sows in stalls and I have stalls in pens. Some of my sows would be compliant, but not all of them, and that means that my farm is not.
But now her livelihood is being threatened. In May, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld California's Prop 12. The law bans the sale of pork in California from farms that confine pregnant pigs in gestation crates.
For me to make this farm Prop 12 compliant, I would have to build 2 more buildings at a cost of about $1 million a building. This farm is not worth $1 million.
The average gestation crate is 6.5 by 2.5 feet. Pretty standard for most pork production. Prop 12 would expand that to 24 square feet. But Archer says there's more to it than that.
It's a minimum of 24 square feet, but the animal has to have enough room to completely turn around. So in effect, that's at least 6 by 6, so at least 36 square feet.
That means North Carolina pig farmers will have to reduce the number of pigs.
That would not pay my employees. It wouldn't be worth it to produce that few animals because I can't make a living on that.
Or expand. But no new hog farms have been built in North Carolina since 1997 due to a moratorium on new or expanded hog farms.
So that means I can't add any sows, I can't build another barn.
Roy Lee Lindsay, CEO of the North Carolina Pork Council, says this isn't about animal welfare.
Efforts like Proposition 12 that are brought by animal rights extremists are only aimed at limiting what goes on your plate. And they're aimed at limiting the amount of meat that goes into our diets.
California makes up less than 1% of U.S. pork production, but it accounts for 13% of its consumption. More than 63% of California voters approved Prop 12.
People care about animals clearly when they're voting these kinds of laws into place.
North Carolina consumers will benefit, at least initially. Some of that pork that would have been sold in California will stay in North Carolina, driving down what consumers pay at the grocery store.
Everybody is losing huge amounts of money right now.
But that will impact an industry already feeling the pinch of rising corn and fuel costs.
We're going to see a significant consolidation, and small farms like mine are going to go away, and small family farms are going to go away because we can't compete.
10 states ban the use of gestation crates, but California is the only state to ban the sale of pork raised using those crates. Shelley Jackson, WRAL News, Wayne County.